Hey there, it's Scott, startatherapypractice.com, and this reminds me of Mentor Monday. So the Academy of Private Practice, every Monday morning, I do just this kind of thing. I sit here in front of the camera and I say, hey, here's what's going to happen this week. It's going to be a great week. But I wanted to create this video, and I've got a sticky note of some items I want to cover. I've been really busy here recently. So we've had a little bit of turnover in my practice. I've had to hire some new speech therapists, a new PT, a new OT. It's just a crazy time, but the obstacle is the way. It's just the nature of things. It ebbs and flows. Your practice is like a microcosm of life. It ebbs and flows, but just hang in there, and it's going to get better. It's going to be great. Just hang in there with me. All right, I want to cover a couple things. So I do have a new episode of the podcast, episode number 78 with Jamie Schreier of the Practice Freedom Method. So be sure to go to startatherapypractice.com/78. All right, and he's got some freebies for you over there, so you're going to want to check that out. All right, I'm going with a new EMR, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's really state specific. But I've been meeting with the developer of this EMR, and he's in about 30 different locations here in my state. Impressive EMR. If it goes the way I think it's going to go very well, I'm going to, and I think he already wants to do this, to expand outside of our state. I mean, it's very impressive software that he's created. It's going to make once we get up to speed, it's going to make my life and my practice so much easier. So I'll keep you posted on that. The developments of how that's going to work. Do you use the Anchor app? So it's kind of a podcasting app. Well, it is a podcasting app, but it allows you to have a podcast super easy. So I have a podcast on iTunes and in the Android podcast store. But the Anchor app, you ought to check this out. It's pretty cool because you can just get up and running pretty easy with the Anchor app. So, but here's my thought with this Anchor app is, how can I hyper-localize a podcast? So in my hometown, it's not very big, 7,000 people. What if we crowdsourced information and news of what's going on in our hometown and put it on a podcast? And so my thought was to go around to different businesses and say, hey, will you contribute something to this podcast? Just tell me some information of what you know is going on in our town, and then if you have a business, of course, I want you to hype something. What, you got a sale? What are you doing this week in your business? So it's the Anchor app, and if you want to check out the podcast that I created for my local area, it's Greenbrier, Arkansas. So if you get in the Anchor app and you search Greenbrier, Arkansas, you're going to see my podcast that I'm trying to develop. It's still in the new fledgling stages, so don't judge it by its first one or two episodes. But take that and run with it. I want to know if you do that, let me know how it goes, because I'm open to ideas on that. I think it's got potential, a lot of potential. All right. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to keep you on here long. To end this, do you have any guest suggestions for my podcast? Email them to me, scott@startatherapypractice.com, or if you want me to cover a specific topic. I'd love to hear that, all right? I think I'm going to end it there. I don't want to go too long. I just wanted to reach out to you today and tell you thanks. Thanks for watching, for paying attention. Thanks for any feedback you can give me so I can improve the information that I give to you. All right, until next time, Godspeed to you in your practice.